welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go through the spec I've chosen for my E53 AMG, and we're just going to talk about a bit of what I decided to go with, what I didn't choose, and what options I didn't go for. I didn't get a coupe, I didn't get a saloon, I decided to get a cabriolet. My current car is a cabriolet. I've got a C300 cabriolet. Reason I went with a cabriolet again is just obviously being in the UK, we don't obviously get much sun, but when we do get the sun, it's just a nice thing to have. And also hearing the engine with the roof down, it's just going to sound even better. So I decided to go for the cabriolet, and also it looks a lot better as well. So so obviously here we can see the E53 cabriolet, so just the standard one for now. And then if we go on to the variants, it's just the same here. The exterior, so now this is where you can start changing a few things. So I went with the night package. So what that essentially does, just make certain parts of the car in black. So for example, the grille is darkened, certain parts of the car, certain parts of the panels are black. And obviously here you can see you get a Burmester surround sound system, which sounds amazing because I've got that in my current car, and so I know exactly what to expect with that. That sounds amazing. You also get 20-inch alloy wheels, which look quite nice as well. So I went with that option. And then if we go into the colors, now this was a difficult point for me. I wanted to initially go for the white color, only because it shows off more of the car. It just looks very nice to me. But having owned two white cars previous to getting the E53, I decided, you know what, it's time for a change. There's loads of different colors here. You've got red, metallic, which I'll show you now. It's not really a color I'd go for. You've got a bright red, which actually doesn't look too bad, but again, it's not really a color I'd go for. It does look quite nice, to be honest, but yeah, it's something different. I mean, this color here, this blue one here, which it looks probably second or third best, I'd say, out of all the colors. It is nice. It's more of a matte finish, so it's like a special color that Mercedes have done. So it's like a blue color, but it's like a matte finish. But in the end, I decided to go for black, just to keep it simple. Black shows a bit more class as well. I have a bit of more of a classier car. So then I decided to just go for the black one, and black on black, you can't really go wrong with that. So decided to just go for the black one in the end. And the wheels with the AMG, the night package, sorry, you do get, these are the alloys you get with the AMG night package. So they're black basically, and I mean the silver ones don't actually look that nice, to be honest, but the black ones actually look really good. The one thing that didn't really annoy me, because I can get it sorted afterwards, was I think the saloon and the coupe versions of the E53, the brake calipers actually are in red, whereas the cabriolet versions, they are in silver. So a little bit annoying, but I can get that sorted afterwards, get that painted afterwards. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to get them in red, have a bit more of a contrast than just silver. And the soft top option, I just decided to go for black as well. I know a lot of people get red, but to be honest, this red, we have a look at this red. It's more of a darkened red. I know some of the older E-classes had a bit more of a brighter red, but yeah, it's not something I'd go for. Just go for the black, so it just sort of matches. If you have a look at the extras, these are all selected with the night package, and it's fine. Now the interior as well, this is where I've changed a few things. So obviously this is what the interior looks like. With the night package as well, another thing that you do get is all carbon fiber around here. carbon fiber around here as well. You also get obviously the new steering wheel, and obviously these dials here, which just looks really nice. And then, in fact, I'll show you what else I changed. So you get these options basically for the interior. And now initially I was just going to go with all black, because it looks, it's black on black, just looks nice. But I decided, because I'm going to go for red brake calipers, and at the moment I've got red interior as well. I obviously would prefer an all red interior, but you don't get the option, so I decided to have some red in there, have a black and red sort of theme for the car. So this is what it looks like with the red. So it's just sort of hints of red around the seats, around the side panels, which I think looks really nice. Gives a bit more color to the cabin as well, and yeah, I think it looks really nice, so I went with that option. And have a look at the rest. So all of this was already selected. Center console, the interior. Right, so the next thing was the package. So obviously the Premium Plus package is what I selected. I think that comes with a night package anyway. So yeah, these are the ones selected. So if we just have a look at what it comes with: 360 camera, pretty standard AMG night package. Obviously the grille that's darkened, and memory package as well, just for the seats, and stuff like that. So that's around that. And if we go through everything else, there is one more option that I did go for, which was the driving assistance package. Now I thought long and hard about this package, kept changing my mind, to be honest, until I realized what it actually does include. So what this does include is essentially includes semi-autonomous driving. Semi-autonomous driving is a car driving almost by itself. So let's say you're on the motorway, you stick it on cruise control, you put on steering assist. Essentially, it will keep you in the lane. The car will steer itself, keep you in the lane, and it will go on a cruise control, so you can put the speed limit that you want, and it will just follow that speed limit, and it will keep a distance between the car in front. So let's say you put the speed limit at 70 miles per hour, but the car in front is doing 65. The car will slow down, so it keeps the distance between the car in front. And this is quite cool. It essentially drives by itself, but you've got the thing around here says semi-autonomous. So after a while, the car will ask you to touch the steering wheel to know you're still awake, you're still alert. I'm not sure exactly the time frame, but it does keep asking until you touch the steering wheel. Let's say you don't touch the steering wheel after a long time, the car will just emergency brake. But it is after a lot of beeps. The car beeps a lot of times, and yeah, it just goes through that. But yeah, it's really cool. A good thing to have, to be honest. It's sort of a nice thing to have, especially when you're in sort of standstill traffic. You can just chuck that on. The car will just brake, drive by itself, and sort of keep a distance between the car in front as well. So you don't need to keep putting your foot on the accelerator and brake, because it does get tiring. So that's something I included. So essentially, that's everything in the car. So if we just go through what the car, just some different sides of the car. So essentially this is the car. Show you sort of around the car. All black. What I'm going to do as well, once I've got the car, is all these chrome bits here around the windowsill. Just going to turn that into black, get that wrapped in gloss black. Obviously get the brake calipers done in red as well. I'm probably going to leave the silver, to be honest, because I think it looks a little bit better. And also the AMG badge and the E53 badge and the Mercedes badge at the back, I'm probably just going to leave that chrome as well, just so you can see it, because I think if you black it out, you won't really be able to see the badges too well. And that's probably the work I'm going to do on the car. Obviously, if you take the roof off, the car just looks completely different. So yeah, it looks a lot better. This is the kind of thing I want to sort of go for when it's obviously summertime. Driving along, putting the roof down, hearing the engine noise going through traffic, it will just look great. So yeah, so that's the spec I went for. We're looking at delivery hopefully in March the 1st, when the new reg comes out, which is 2022. yeah, it will be a 2022 plate. Still debating whether to put my number plate on it straight away. You'll see more of that once the car is delivered. And yeah, different. It's going to be interesting to see what we do with the car and stuff like that. Definitely going to be a lot of videos on the car, a lot of content around the car. We'll be comparing this car to the M3, as well as you know, just some side by side with the C53 as well, and stuff like that. Also looking to get the car remapped. I think I've got some quotes from a few places. They said the car can easily push 511 brake horsepower. So yeah, that'll be interesting to do. But until then, yeah, this is a spec of my car. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like, and yeah, catch you guys for another video.